Hello, and welcome to the Energy Connect studio at ADIPEC 2023. I'm really glad to have sitting next to me in the studio Saurabh Kapoor, Global Product Champion Cementing at SLB. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me over.
To start off, could you tell me what is EcoShield and what are geopolymers?
Right. So when we talk about EcoShield, we need to first talk about cement. So as the industry is moving towards energy transition, we are looking at finding materials which are greener, more sustainable in nature. And that's where we thought cement, which is having one of the major contributions to the emissions, like the way it's manufactured, we need to think of an alternative. And that's where the idea of EcoShield came in. So EcoShield as a technology is a cement-free geopolymer system. So we are eliminating the material which has existed for 100 years. Now, talking about geopolymers, these are chemical reactions which happen with raw materials in aluminosilicate nature. You're getting the performance of cement without actually using cement.
Really interesting. Then how is technology a low-carbon alternative to cement, and how is it different to other offerings in the market?
Right. So to address the first part, cement manufacturing process is very energy intensive. So every ton of cement manufactured is roughly a ton of CO2 emitted. To take care of these hard to abate emissions, we had to find an alternative which is either naturally occurring or it's a byproduct of the industrial process. And that's where the reduction of carbon footprint comes from. Like other peers, we do have technologies which are reduced cement concentrations, but here we are talking about cement-free completely.
I want to touch on then how is the performance of this technology compared to conventional cement systems that you've been.
Right. Why we do cementing? We do cementing for well integrity. These wells are drilled to be there to produce for years or decades, right? So the well integrity is the primary objective. If I'm going to replace cement with something, it has to be at par or better performing. And that was in our mindset when we started this project, that I'm going to change the material which has existed for over 100 years with something which is an alternative, but the performance should be similar. And when we talk about performance, the first parameter is how are the fluid properties. Now, technically, we talk about thickening time, fluid loss, and rheologies. So they need to be mirrored using the same techniques in lab like we do for conventional job. Performance also means that the system should be hard enough. Once it's set, it should get the compressive strength it needs, supporting the casing or well integrity. And then performance also means that if the customer is going to drill it out, it should be same drillability. Or if the customers will log it, it should have the similar response to the logs. So it has multiple facets when we talk about performance.
But it's not cement.
It's not cement, but yeah.
So what does the industry need to do to deploy EcoShield, and where are you implementing it?
Right. We are going to do a big mind change for our customers when we go and tell them that we're going to have cement-free system. With that mindset change, we wanted to align everything else at par or better. Like when we talk about workflows on how we design jobs or how we execute jobs, we wanted to keep the footprint same. How we evaluate the jobs, we wanted to use the same wireline tools. So that gives us the ground that, once customers accept the change, it's not that big in other aspects, right? And so far, we are reaching almost 80 jobs globally. The technology was only launched end of Q1. So it's a tremendous achievement in less than 6 months.
Yeah, absolutely. And do you have any large-scale trials going on?
Definitely. Now, when we talk about well integrity, definitely regulations are very stringent in different parts of the world. So we're not only talking to operators, but we are also talking to governments. And governments would need proofs. And that's where most of these jobs were logged using a range of tools from standard CBL, VDL to ultrasonic and sonic tools. And the response was really commendable. Like, you cannot differentiate the two logs if I remove the header. So that's the beauty of this technology.
Well, that's great to hear, and sounds like a bright future ahead for the technology.
Definitely. I think if industry is moving in the direction of carbon neutrality, steps like this are going to go and help us achieve that. And our aim is to basically decarbonize well construction. Cement is used in every well drilled, right? So imagine a scenario now, you're drilling wells and doing the cementing operation without cement. I think the impact is huge. Globally, it could be more than 5 million tons of saving annually, just purely by replacing cement. And then when you add the performance-related benefits, there are all other indirect ways of savings, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for coming down and explaining EcoShield and all the benefits of it. And as you said, it's not cement.
Yes. No, welcome, and thanks for having me over. I think it's a team effort where we have reached today. And as SLB stands for technology people, I think that's the proof point here with EcoShield's launch.
Thanks everyone for watching.